Sunday night, and you're about to watch Tarot Nice to Meet You, the show featuring live tarot reading for comedians by, other comedians. Here are your hosts, Carly Smallman and Sarah Isles.
I wanted to surprise Sarah, but nothing I do shocks her anymore.
I'm just used to you now, hon. Like, I mean, you could be there starkers and I'll be like, great, welcome to the show.
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Tarot, everyone. Welcome to Tarot. Nice to meet you. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this evening. My name is Carly Swalman. My name's down there. That's Sarah Isles. Her name's also down there. We've got a fabulous night of fun and tarot reading lined up for you. If you are new here, then what's going to happen is we're going to be joined by a very special guest who's a fabulous comedian, and we're going to read her cards. And if you've been here before, then you know exactly what's about to happen. We'd love you to say hello. Let us know who you are, where you are. As long as you love me. I don't know. I felt like I was about to go
to Well, Kev just said hello, so hi, Kev. He clearly loves us.
Kev. I want to know who you are, where you come from. I want to know what you did as well.
Hello.
Jose's in the house, Sarah.
In the house this evening, straight in there.
Wow, usually Jose shows up late. He's fashionably late, and but today he's with us the whole time. Hi, Jose. Thank you for tuning in. Sarah, how are you? How's your week been, babe?
I'm absolutely hanging. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we both were on a Zoom party last night. I'm absolutely destroyed today. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. It was carnage. I mean, I've forgotten at one point I tried to make cheese on toast. So that was how epic the evening was.
Reminder. Sorry, I'm so hungover. I just dropped my tarot cards all over the floor. And
we don't need those. What do we need those for? We're all prepared. We'll just pull up,
But my hand just released the cards. I didn't deliberately drop them. My hand just gave up and went.
Yeah, but you're not reading the cards tonight, Carly. Not even holding them. Not going to pick one. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Hello.
It was good fun. It was a good party. But we are feeling it a little bit. I say a good party. As good a party as Zoom can be. Like good for lockdown.
Yeah, I feel like I'm worse on Zoom parties. I feel like I have because I'm just like, well, I'm home. So I'm literally just going to like fall asleep on the sofa and it's fine. It's not fine. I mean, to get that blottoed it was pretty epic. But I don't know what we were talking about in the last hour. I just remember our friend's husband pretty much coming in and ending the Zoom for us, I think. So how's your week been, my love?
It's been good. I was just going to say Zoom parties are very weird. It's like party. And you're like drinking and they're just screaming. Then the call ends and you're just there in silence, drunk, alone in your living room.
No, but then I just not go back on my sofa like, that's it. Yeah. It's me done.
I mean, my week has been really non-eventful. I can't actually pick out a single thing to tell. Oh, hang on. Yes, I tell you something that happened this week. So for those of you who are new to my life, I used to be on the TV sometimes and everyone would tell me how fat and ugly I was on the internet. They would type in to let me know. And this week, they started telling me how fat and ugly I am again. So that was really interesting. I quite enjoyed it in a way. I quite enjoyed it because before I used to like cry about it because I was in my 20s like, oh God, I am fat. And this week, they were saying things like, you need to stop eating loads of Kit Kats and like move your ass. And I was just sitting there thinking, yeah, I really do fancy a Kit Kat.
Fancy a Kit Kat right now. I mean, Kit Kat chunky or a 2-finger Kit Kat. Which one would you go for? Like, I think I'd go Kit Kat chunky, dunk it in some tea.
Yeah, I'm chunky.
Although that wasn't the incident I was going to talk about. I was actually going to talk about us going to get crepes.
Oh God! So much has happened. Yeah, we went to get crepes again in the park. We realised we are getting too old to eat sweet crepes. We were sitting there.
Did you say dunk your Kit Kat in your tea, you heathen? Yeah. That's exactly what I said. A cup of tea, not even Yorkshire tea, Twinings, and then I get the Kit Kat and I dunk it right in there.
You don't drink Yorkshire cold?
I do drink Yorkshire, but I prefer Twinings or Whittards. So yeah, I hope we're not losing followers now. No, I do like Yorkshire tea. I'm really sorry. I take it back. I take it back. Yeah, should we pass some cards then?
lovely viewers, we're going to be pulling some cards tonight. We're going to pull a card for each other now. But if you would like us to pull one for you during the show, please type into the comments wherever you're watching. If you have a question, type in the Carly, you're not fat to say. Don't make me show you. I am. I always find it really weird when people go, "You're not fat," and I'm sat there like a size 18 right now, like, oh, it must be an optical illusion from my perspective then.
Oh, Jose, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I love you.
I don't mind that I'm fat, is what I basically was trying to say. But yes, so if you have a question, type it into the comments box, or if you'd just like some general advice and us to pull your card, type that and just say, please pull us a card, and we'll do that. Sarah, should we quickly pull you a card?
Yeah, go for it, my love. Let's see. Go shuffle. Let's hope they don't fall out your hands.
I'm nervous.
Right.
I can't hold the cards.
All right. I'm nervous about what's going to come up. Yeah, go.
Oh, we've got the 6 of coins.
Oh, okay.
This is a card all about, I call this, so I have little ways to remember some of the cards. I call this card Sharing is Caring. Because this is the card of generosity, of giving, receiving, and sharing the wealth. So maybe the advice for you this week is to, but you are always very generous with your money. You always buy me pretentious coffees.
I do, all the pretentious stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a new person, the Doom Shroom. Hi. How are you too, the Doom?
You guys are funny. Thank you.
You're again, motherfucker. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. But yeah, Sarah, this is here we go. It's about giving and receiving when it comes to wealth. So either the advice is to be generous with your money, or that if someone offers you something, say yes. Don't be like, I never say yes to help, do I, Sarah? Sarah gets really annoyed.
Oh, no, but
so
it's the point that I'd actually have to force stuff on you, and you're like, it's just so, I'm like, we've known each other too long now. We know each other too well. I'm like, fucking take it.
Sarah will be like, it's already happening. I need
just enjoy it. Yeah, just accept the love. Right, let me pull you a card then. Let's see what's going on.
I'm just gonna. When?
I mean, this is curious because obviously I know Carly very well, and I know that no offense, there's zero really happening at the moment on the lovers front. So this is also another card about choices. So it might, I mean, it could be that maybe you're having a secret, dirty, filthy love affair and you haven't told me. Which,
that would
and
never
I feel
happen.
like, I feel like the whole Tara Nice to Meet You team should be aware if there's something going on and we don't know about it. But yes, so otherwise it's cards about choices. So maybe you've got to make a choice this week. Maybe it'll be a choice about whether to take a lover or maybe not to take a lover. Oh, tune in next week to find out.
I love the idea that, like, in my head, like the way Sarah's described it, there are lovers banging down my door.
Oh, but everywhere, all the doors.
So many lovers, but as it happens, none.
Out the windows.
Literally
we don't know that. There could be someone outside right now in a non-creepy way, waiting to bash your doors in.
It's fucking terrifying. And on that note, let's bring our guest onto the show. I'm really excited to have this very, very funny woman join us. She's a brilliant comedian. I've worked with her many times. She's also just generally a lovely and brilliant person. Her name is Sarah Bonetto. Sarah Bonetto, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for letting me in. I've been waiting outside Carly's house, peering in the window. It's cold, lads.
The choice to let Sarah in.
It's Sarah.
I don't know if you remember this, but before the show, I had been tweeting about the show to say, hey, everyone, watch the show. And I did say, are they going to pull me the lovers card? And I'm like, God damn it, Carly.
We could still pull it for you. It's not just one card and that's it. Like, it goes back in the deck, we shuffle it. It could. We don't know. I'm
feeling lucky.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. So are you looking for love right now, Sarah, during the pandemic?
I think, yes. Sometimes I'm quite like, you're sort of like a bit cagey, like, oh, I don't know if the right person. But no, I'm just going to say it because I want to like manifest it. Yeah, I'm open to that. Sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Jose. That could be to anyone.
Jose is. Hi, lady.
That could be to any one of the three. In fact, if you said hi, Sarah, you're encompassing 2 of the 3 people right now. It's quite easy. And one of our viewers I see was also called Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
It's almost like it's a really popular common name.
It is weird.
I know, very strange. Yeah, what are our mothers thinking? I'm not sure.
I feel like our age group, it was just like, let's just call our children Sarah and John, and that's that.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna happen.
My sister's name's Emma, and that's just
And that's
Emma.
Emma's the biggie.
Emma's a biggie.
Emma's, yeah, I remember that from the old primary school days. There was never any other Carlys in my whole school.
Oh,
When I had the name Carly screamed down the corridor, though, I just always knew it was me in trouble. There was no hope.
do you know? Want to do a fun experiment? I think you're my only Carly, but I promise you, I'm not your only Sarah. I already know that. I reckon you'll have at least 10 Sarahs. Let me see how many Carlys I have. It's only you, Carly Small.
Oh my God, I feel honoured. I feel so.
Yay.
You better not make any fucking Carly
No,
friends.
forget it. No more Carlys. I'm at Carly capacity. Wonder how many Sarahs I've got. Let's have a look, shall we?
500 Sarahs.
There's so many of us.
1,
We like
2,
back
3,
down
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's just continuing. It's pages of them. Pages of us.
we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Sarahs forever. How many Sarahs on here? Except I think
I'm sorry. Are you saying we ain't posh?
Also, Sarah, are you a Sarah? Because I believe without the H, it's pronounced Sarah.
Yeah, I always thought that too. I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
it was Sarah. I think we should call her Sarah then because she's posher than us.
Mm.
I call her Sarah, but I think Sarah Pascoe has made me not be able to talk to people properly.
Yes. Yeah, because I thought it was Sarah without the H. I mean,
Yeah, I think Sarah Pascoe is like a bit of a unique unicorn there. I think that normally it's Sarah.
yeah.
This must be riveting for people.
No, we are tackling the big issues. You want the big issue discussed? This is the show. Yeah, the big issues. Is there an H? Do you pronounce it? Do you not pronounce the H? I mean, nothing but highbrow here. So,
Sarah, nice to meet you, and you, and you, and you, and you. That's
you,
in fact, let's get to know Sarah Bonetto a little bit better. We're going to start with our first little section of the show, which is probably my favourite bit of the whole show, called Brief Encounters, because we love all things kind of spooky and witchy and woo-woo. And people tend to have them. Sarah Bonetto, do you have any cool stories, like your weird dinner party story, like your token,
yeah. When I was little, my mum came to pick myself and my brother up from the town pub. We grew up in the countryside, and my brother was actually a bit underage and shouldn't have been in the pub, and he was actually getting sick in the pub toilets, and they kicked him out. And anyway, I had to call my mum, and she was like, "Oh, you idiots, I'll come and pick you up." She drove us home, and on the way home, on this deserted kind of bit of the highway where you've just got loads of eucalyptus trees down the side and then fields in the distance, it was a really moonlit night. Everything was really lit up, and then my little brother Mark was like, "Pull over, I need to get sick." And Mum was like, "I'm going to kill you." So she pulled over and put the indicator on, the hazard lights, while we stopped. He was in a gully vomiting. And myself and my mum and my other 2 baby siblings who had to come in their pajamas because Mum didn't want to leave them at home, we were all kind of laughing at Mark, who was vomiting in the ditch, and Mum was furious. And then all of a sudden, the whole car just lit up with this blue light. And we were like, "Oh, it's a police car or it's something." Nothing. And it was silent, and it was just all illuminated to the point where you almost couldn't see. And we were like, "What is it? What is it? What is it?" And we started screaming because there was no helicopter sound, nothing above us. Just everything was blue and very, very bright. There's no car behind us or in front of us. And we were just screaming and screaming. And then we heard my brother go, we said something I can't remember how. It was something we were saying something what is it? What is it? It's horrible. I'm scared. Mum, I'm scared. And then we heard my brother out in the gully say, "How do you think I feel? I'm out here with it." And basically, we don't know what it was, but this glowing blue orb hovered above the car for about maybe 30 seconds. And we screamed. There was confusion. You couldn't see any detail of what it was. And then it buggered off. And then we were just left with my brother who cacked himself.
wow.
And then we've never really worked out what that was. It just disappeared.
God.
Yeah.
That's like, definitely coming from the X-Files. It's definitely aliens.
And I'm someone who I believe in science, I believe in reality, but I cannot explain that. I don't know. And it wasn't like a night where there was like any electrical storm going on. It was just this weird blue light that just consumed the whole car and then buggered off. And my brother was out there with it in a gully, vomiting and pooing. I'm sorry.
Did you see the orb, or did you just?
No, we were in the car. We were just like
blue light.
Oh, your brother saw it was an orb.
Like it was like just an area of light above us. So not really an orb so much as an orb of like you couldn't
Just
make
like
out. Yeah, just like a giant, like an orb of light, but I couldn't say it was a sphere or what shape it was. It was just blinding bluey white light. Horrifying.
Shit. We've not had an alien story yet on here.
No, we haven't had aliens, have we? That's
I am honoured to be your first.
You are.
You are our first. Did your mum let your brother back in the car after he'd shat himself?
I mean, she kind of had to, but I don't think she was happy about it.
No.
And I think he had to vomit a couple more times on the way home, by the way. It took a long time to get back. We kept pulling over and it was bloody scary.
I mean, once we start, it's going to it just keeps coming.
He was grounded after that. It was fucking rad. It was very funny.
You brought aliens upon this family.
Yeah.
It's that weird, like country Victoria in Australia, just like the middle of nowhere, moonlit, creepy night. Oh, hey, Stephen Geary. Yes, it was spooky. Yeah, but weird.
I love that. I love an alien story. I believe in aliens. Do you guys, like, I'm guessing you do now.
Well, I still don't know what that was. There must be something else out there. It's not. There must be because of just numbers. Like the odds are that there must be something.
It's too big.
But I don't know how. Is the alien like a small slimy organism on Mars? Maybe that's all there is. But maybe I don't know. I don't know if they're going to look like us or what they're going to be. But I hope they're hot. Pull the lovers card, baby. Mama wants an alien husband.
Fingers crossed, lovers.
I can't wait to meet you, Zlorg.
I love he's got his own blue transportation, so that's nice.
We've got so many in lockdown. We're like praying for alien boyfriends. Like,
yeah, let's our minds right now.
The standards have really dropped. I find, like, I think you used to think. Like what does he do for a living? Does he love his job? Is he kind to me? Is he smart? Does he have his own bed sheets? Now you're just like, is he a human being who will lie on top of me like a weighted blanket? Just like not even sexually, just like over the duvet, just weigh me down.
Weighing you
just
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I just need a weighted blanket. Maybe not a blanket.
Or an electric blanket.
Oh, yes,
electric
blanket. Great about it.
I'm a big fan of electric blankets. Maybe the aliens saw him shitting and were like, "Fuck, no one knows."
Sarah's right, because maybe they were like, maybe we're going to colonize this country. Nah.
Look at the state of them.
They're too
scientists. He's a scientist and a reason-focused bloke, but definitely a case to study.
Did not know you were a scientist, Jose. It's good to know.
Or a reason-focused bloke. I didn't know that.
I love a reason-focused bloke.
I wonder if that was a typo. I'm trying to work out what that must have meant, but reasonably focused.
He's a reasonable bloke, I think, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Believes in reasonable things.
Sorry, I'm apparently just horrible to our foreign viewers. My apologies, Jose. But it did make me laugh. Right, shall we read some tarot for you?
Let's do it.
First questions first. Have you had your tarot read before, babe?
I think when I was like 13 at a teenage birthday party, and I don't think the girl really knew what she was doing, but it was very exciting.
I get that. I love that. I used to do that at university. I used to read people's tarot, but I had no idea what any of the cards meant. So I used to just tell them the shit that I thought they should do, just my personal opinion on their.
Kenny. It's segueing it in, though, isn't it? Be like, well, I think you're being a bit of a bitch and you should stop. Say the cards.
Say the cards. Yes. Oh, I believe that you should say yes to your next romantic offer.
Oh.
Exactly. So I feel that. So what we're going to do for you today, my darling, is we're going to do you a free reading, and this reading is advice for the week ahead. That's what we do on our show. We're going to give you some advice for this week.
Amazing.
take on board and follow if you want, or completely disregard. It's up to you what we do. You do when this is all over. So what we're going to do is pull the cards. For those who haven't seen the show before, we only read cards upright. We do not read reversals. There we go. That's just some tarot speak in case people are nerds like us.
Okay.
So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and when you just get the urge, when the universe tells you, just say when, and I'll draw you 3 cards off the top. So I'm just shuffling down here.
Now, when
Ooh,
this
okay.
one, I couldn't remember what the code word was, so I said all of the code word.
Code word now.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't worry, it's nothing horrible. It's a bit of a mixed bag reading, though. It's a mixed bag reading. No, it's nothing bad. Don't worry. It's
Look at
bad.
Sarah's poker face. Sarah's like, oh,
Sorry, I'm dreadful.
No, Sarah, Sarah has got a good poker face. If it's bad, I generally go, it's not that bad. That's kind of my response for if it's really bad.
What?
So,
Yeah.
Right, hit me with my mixed bag. What's my mixed bag?
Your mixed bag. Okay. Card number 1. We have got the Page of Swords. Now, these are called court cards. It's like in a normal, like a deck of playing cards, you've got like the Queen and the King. So it's kind of similar to that. This is called the Page of Swords. And when you see a member of the court appear in your reading, this can either mean an actual person that you know, or that might be able to help you, or that you need to reach out to, or it can mean that you need to take on the sort of energies and personality of this card. So I'll describe the card to you, and you can sort of have a think if it's someone you know, or if it's some advice maybe for you. So this card, the Page, is it's a feminine energy, and this guy shows up with lots of new ideas and curiosity. So the Suit of Swords are to do with like the mind. So it's to do with new ideas, curiosity, and sort of learning new things, like reading sort of, I always think of this as like sort of, you get really into like a non-fiction book and you're just kind of like, oh my God. But it can also be trying to come up with new ways of communicating with others. So it, yeah. And if it is a person, it is usually like a young woman, but not necessarily. It could be like a young guy with like a feminine energy. Okay. So if that's cool. Person, and if not, then this is some advice for you, that you need to start sort of really going into that mindset of sort of new ideas, new thinking, and reaching out and communicating with people, but maybe either with a different tone or via like a completely different method. Sarah Isles, do you have anything you'd like to add to the old Page of Swords?
Thank you, Carly Smallman. Obviously agree with everything that she said. It is to like with the communicating as well. It could be like trying new things. So that could be maybe what you've usually done before, something completely different, even along the lines of maybe blogging, or just, just something that's kind of outside the box or outside the realms of things that you typically have considered or done in the past. So it is something that's new. So I don't know if that resonates with you, or you feel like that.
I could take up BSL or Morse code or Braille, maybe.
Yeah, maybe semaphore.
Yes. Semaphore. Oh,
yeah.
I feel like yes.
Are you like a reader of non-fiction stuff and sort of
occasionally? Yes, occasionally, but not as often as fiction. So maybe I need to diversify this week. Okay.
Maybe that's advice. Like, have a think about it. These things will usually sort of come to you later on, I find, with the reading. So this is where the mixed bag is coming in. I'm going to see your next card. Some people don't like this card, but I actually
my God, it's death. It's death.
It's not death. It's great.
It's actually not death. Here we go. We've got the 5 of Cups.
So good. Doesn't look great.
You can see this guy is wearing this is kind of the card of disappointment.
Sorry, her laugh is absolutely.
Don't worry too much. So you can see him, he's sad because look, his wine's fell over. Look,
I need to get a photo of this. That is so bad. He looks so, he's not friendly. I don't want to see him in an alleyway. Right, I'm taking a photo.
No, just sad because his wines fell down. The cups are the suit of your feelings and emotions. So this is a card of that kind of disappointment feeling. Something you feel something negative has happened and you're feeling disappointment over it. But what we're getting to with this card is we want the advice, because that's what we want, the advice for the week ahead. You can see his cups have fallen down and his wine's all on the ground, but he's not actually focusing on these 2 cups still full of wine behind him. He's putting all of his energy that have fallen down, and he thinks, oh God, I've got no wine. But he's got wine
just behind him.
Yeah, he just isn't actually looking for it. So even though this is the card of disappointment, it's also the card of recognizing what to be grateful for. It's a card that's basically telling you, don't focus on that shit thing that happened or that shit feeling that you have. You have so many great things in your life that you could be focusing on if only you choose to. The thing is, he's choosing to face that direction where the negative stuff is. But he actually has lots of good stuff going for him.
Okay, this is good advice.
Turn around and look at. Yeah, it's not like, when this card comes up, it looks a bit like horrible because he does look like shrouded in black, mourning his wine.
I mean, it doesn't look good, to be fair. Yeah.
Not a great visual, no.
He's got a bit of the Grim Reaper vibe going on.
It is. I think the black cloak is what actually makes it. But what you can see is, if you're looking closely on the picture as well, you can see a bridge in the background. So there's a bridge going over the river. So that part of the card is actually supposed to depict that you are making amends, whereas it's telling you to actually take that bridge and walk away from the stuff that is making you feel unhappy and focusing on the negative, and just cross that bridge and get it done. And it's time to start healing and move on and let go of what it is that you've been focusing on, and then pay your attention more to the other 2 cups.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that is super useful. That is super useful. Yes.
Yeah, it's the difference between your glass half full and glass half empty, basically. It's saying, like, you choose to be a pessimist. You don't have to be one.
Sure.
In this circumstances, so whatever it is that you are focusing on, that's where you are. You know, not
it's
saying
time to let go. It's time to clean slate. It's time to
let it go
forward.
Yeah,
Love exactly. So your final card, and I actually so I think I've spoken about this on the show before. In the first lockdown, I was drawing this card. I would say pretty much every single reading I gave, like not just to myself, but others. Sarah knows what it is. It's the Hanged Man.
Hangman, I mean, they're not the nicest of names now that you think about it. You're like, all this deep loss and regret and all that man in the cloak, and then we're like, and now he's hanging himself.
Now there's a man hanging from a tree. But this is not like the man he's not hanging by his neck. It's not gross like that. No. Basically, the Hanged Man is the card of like voluntary surrender and letting go. And it's that kind of, he's not moving. It's that kind of coming to a stop. I always feel like it sort of resonates with lockdown. We've all exhausted ourselves in elevation. He's upside down there. He's voluntarily suspended in the air, but he's not upset about it. It's not been like a traumatic thing where he's been dragged into of being sort of bound to the tree. He's fine with it. And
he's got a bit of a bat energy, to be fair. He does look like he's voluntarily there.
He's voluntarily there. And the advice that comes with this card often is very similar to the Five of Cups, actually. It's a card about perspective. You can see he's got like a halo around his head.
Yeah.
In the cards, that represents like sort of enlightenment and extra knowledge. And he's got this extra knowledge because unlike everyone else, he's looking at the world from upside down. So he can see things that other people can't see. If he was this way up, he would just see everything the same as everyone else. But because he's this way up, he's seeing things in a new and different way. And
interesting.
You to take on new perspectives on things in your life, to try and think about things sort of again, the outside the box thinking that the Page of Swords brings in. Sarah Isles, do you want to add anything? Sorry, it's really weird. There's 2 Sarahs.
I mean, he's pretty much covered everything really fully. I mean, it's just like it's a pause from the universe. It's something that you have no control over. And I sometimes find I pull this card when I'm meant to stop doing something and I'm not. And it's a sign of actually just saying you've got to surrender, you've got to go with it, because the universe is going to make it happen whether you want it to or not. Like, it's coming, it's stopping, you have to embrace it. And it's just one of those things of you've really got to actually think about it and just stop, because otherwise the universe will find other ways of making you stop.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to fight the universe. Be the universe. I think we know who's going to win there.
Yeah, so it's like, this is just saying no more, embrace it, see things from a different perspective, because that's what you're meant to learn. And it's now time to actually embrace that rather than try and fight against it, because that's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, there's themes running through your reading this week. I've got 3 cards. I can send them to you if you want, Sarah, afterwards. But there's some big things about thinking things in a different way and kind of challenging current thought patterns and processes. and hopefully that will bring you sort of new perspectives. And also with the Five of Cups, it's not just about thoughts, it's about actually genuinely taking those feelings on that are slightly different. So
feel the feels, move on.
Yeah. It's the card of letting go. Feel the feels and move on.
Okay, I'm sensing that theme. Yeah, over all of those.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your reading, girl. Let us know if that actually this week is useful, because we love to.
I will. I'll tweet you. Yeah, we'll follow up on this.
Yeah, we'll do a little follow-up reading. So let's go into one of my favorite parts of the whole show. This is the part of the show called "Who's in the Freezer?"
Hey, let me out! It's fucking freezing in here!
Do you like it?
Question: is that Jim your producer's voice?
Yes,
I thought it might be. Hi, Jim.
Yeah. He loves it. He loves getting involved.
We don't need a voiceover artist. No expense spared or given in this show. So this "Who's in the Freezer" is actually a spell. Sarah is going to let us. We'll chat us through the spell for any newbies watching the show tonight.
Yes, so any new people, and also for you, Sarah, as well. Sarah Bonetto, not me. Is my aunt taught me how to do tarot when I was younger. She also taught me this spell. So this is a spell where what you do is, if there's something that's pissing you off, whether it's a person or it's a thing, and you want to freeze its power and stop its power, what you do is you write it down on a bit of paper, you fold it up, you put it in an ice cube tray, and you freeze it. So then what you do is then you take it out of the freezer, and then you just put it in a bowl of hate at the back of your freezer. And it's actually something that people always question, think, oh, this sounds a bit ridiculous. But every one of my friends that I've done it with, including Carly, always says to me afterwards, oh fucking Christ. Like, sometimes it takes a few hours to work. Sometimes it takes a couple of days, sometimes a couple of weeks. It depends on the person, but it really works. I don't know how, I don't understand it, but whoever we freeze, they fuck with us no more. Really nice.
Amazing. Yes, mate. Yeah.
So that's what we like to do. So we're going to be up against each other, and then the audience vote.
So basically, Sarah she doesn't have much room in her freezer, so we can only put one thing per week into the freezer. So the two Sarahs are going to battle it out to see who's going to get frozen. And our lovely audience, you're going to choose. You're going to type who you want to see frozen this week into the comments. Sarah Bonetto, as our lovely guest, would you like to go first or second with your nomination for the freezer?
I will go second, please. I'm intrigued to see Sarah Isles' suggestion.
Well, my suggestion this week, what I find quite amusing is, obviously we do this every week, and every week I never fail to find something that I hate, and I really love that. I really think that I can embrace that about things.
I like that about you.
Sarah Isles is looking amazing with the wavy hair and blue. Oh, Jose!
It is true. It's true.
It's always basically Jose and Sarah basically having webcam sex while I'm sat right here.
I'm excited to be on the show. This is great.
It's just how we
other viewers get involved.
Yeah, they were trying to set me and him up last week. That was quite funny, and other people were like, slide into my DMs. It all got very funny. Anyway, back to the freezer. So what I would like to put in the freezer this week is, I would like to put the fat shaming trolls that were horrible to my Bezzy during the week, because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of the negativity. I'm sick of people using it as a platform to take other people down when things are really hard right now, and we should be boosting each other up and we shouldn't be tearing each other down. I'm putting them in the freezer. That's mine.
Fabulous. Yeah, I'm here for that. I mean, I don't mind it so much. I know it sounds really awful because I've had it for so many years. I was saying to Sarah Isles, I was literally at gigs, sometimes I'm heckled with "you're fat." That's the heckle. And I just think oh my God, I just don't it baffles me so much that people say things I wouldn't go and heckle someone by being like, "You have blonde hair." It's just really odd to me. But they, the problem is they. Hello. He'll do the quarantine hotel for you, Sarah, who loves it. But yeah, I just think the whole thing is awful. There are so many people who are very, very sensitive about their weight, and these people are just shouldn't be jumping on into their DMs. So yeah, I think it's a wonderful nomination. Sarah Bonetto, who would you like to nominate for the freezer this week?
I would like to nominate people who don't share the pavement when they're walking along, especially in a pandemic where you're supposed to give each other at least meter to 2 meters space. When you're coming, especially if you're single and you feel a little bit invisible because you're like a person alone living on the same planet as other people who were in families or groups or whatever, and they're walking towards you. Like, I just think in a pandemic, especially in old-fashioned cities where we have narrow pavements, it should be like no more than single file. 2 abreast is taking the mick. 3 abreast is like, who even are 3? Is that an orgy? What is that? Like, why is there a line of 6 of you across the street? It's like when I see them, I don't like, I'm not jaded. I'm not jealous. I'm just like, guys, you have love. Don't take the pavement too, like, at least give me that.
Give me the pavement, please.
They can't stop hands. They can't. They're like joined at the hands.
Yes. I know. When you're like,
hands.
just slide into a single file to let me pass. It's so funny. And like, it doesn't help because you do have this feeling if you're walking alone, whether you're single or not, but just if you happen to be alone at that time, that people are just like, my love is more important than this human being I'm forcing into traffic. Like, what is that? You know what? Actually, I went to go into a Waitrose supermarket last week and the automatic door would not open for me. And I was like, wow. I was like this. I'm like, am I that invisible? Like, sometimes girls, you do get a complex.
That is
happening.
I'd rather a troll told me I was fat and the door not open. Fucking.
Are you sure that it wasn't just closed, Sarah?
Might have been closed, Sarah. Might have been closed.
Aggressive. I can't stand Waitrose being passive aggressive. That's not acceptable.
Maybe
they're going in the freezer next week.
Yeah, maybe they're checking the bank balances of people trying to get in now. And
they're like, you can't. Don't even.
No. Tesco's is down there. Tesco.
Exactly.
Kev, I hear you, mate. Kev.
It's hardcore. Okay, so I think they're both worthy nominations. Let's put intimate trolls. I put 2 people in the freezer for a friend, and so far it's working. See, the spells work, people.
Yes.
Let's vote for this week. So let's vote internet trolls versus pavement hoggers.
Yes.
So please type away into the comments and please place your vote. This is very important. We could actually change the world here today.
Yes.
So,
imagine if we were free of trolls and hoggers. That'd be amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
Trolls and hoggers sound like woodland creatures. Oh, the trolls and
They
hoggers.
really do.
Trolls
They sound cute. Almost, damn it.
Yeah, I like the trolls and hoggers. While you're voting, we're going to go on to one of my favourite parts of the show. We're going to pull cards for you, lovely audience. So me and Sarah we've got our decks here ready and waiting. Sarah Bonetto just has general amazing life advice. So sure. Sarah, please feel free to jump in and tell these people how to live. Let's see our first question, Jim. Jose, when public gets reading, Sarah pull one for me.
I mean, we know that you mean Sarah Isles, so you don't even have to just, it's fine.
You don't have a deck of cards, Sarah.
Yeah, what adjective are we going with the Sarah Bonetto? The sweet Sarah and
Aussie Sarah?
Aussie Sarah.
I might pull more than a card out for you, Jose. It's not that kind of show, I'm afraid.
No nipples, please.
That's OnlyFans tarot. Nice to meet you.
Consider it. Yeah, consider it.
Or in Sarah's face, only fan, just her and Jose.
Yeah, it's just me, one fan. So not even only fans, it's just only fan. Me and Jose. So Jose, High Priestess. So this is obviously a major arcana card. So for those who obviously, maybe new to the show, major arcana cards are like life lessons or messages from the universe. So the most important thing when it comes to this card is all about intuition. So it's sort of like that balance between the conscious and the subconscious. So this is basically saying, sort of like if you're trying to make a decision or you're trying to think about what to do about something, is you need to trust the sacred knowledge and your own intuition. So if you're thinking about doing something like getting on a plane to England for some reason, like, this is a real strong intuition card. So it's just basically that you've got to trust your gut. You've just got to go with it, have the knowledge. I am making no comments about BJ on the card. Neither am I, Kev. Neither am I. We're bigger than that.
Killers, Boaz and is it Jacine? They're actually the names
Boaz
of two
and
killers. Yeah, in the Temple of Solomon. Just FYI, because I'm a nerd.
If you join the Only Fan, then we can explain the
Only Fan.
I actually don't want you to explain it. It's easier if you demonstrate it, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's probably going to be more money. So, maybe then I can have 2 fans.
Do interpretive dance or semaphore. Explain it.
Yeah. We should all learn more semaphore. In fact, that's what the high priestess means, Jose. You need to learn semaphore this week and get back to us next time.
I hope that's useful, Jose. Let us know how that resonates with you and, you and your sacred knowledge and intuition.
Sarah Bonetto, do you have any advice for Jose this week?
Yes. Can you hold up that card again for me, Sarah? I'm getting a real black and white vibe there. And is there something about is that yes and no? Like you're too...
Yeah, it's like light and dark, good and evil.
It's about duality. It's about how every person has light and shade within them.
Yeah.
And, good and evil. That's
day and night.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Thank you for explaining. I feel like this is about the masks that we all wear and that maybe Jose needs to rip off the mask.
Rip
it off real good.
That is one of the secondary meanings of the cards. You
are you serious?
Yeah. You're sitting in front of a fabric, and you can't see behind the fabric because something is hidden there. But it's about sort of peeling away layers to reveal the truth. So
I think that maybe Jose should reveal himself to be the truck driver from Hull that he actually is.
Oh my God.
Called Barry Jones. It's his initials. There you go.
Is it really Barry and not Jose? Is that where we are? Is that what we're
Barry Jose. That's what it stands for. BJ. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Barry Jose. Well, hopefully that
will never be the same again.
Some way.
The Barry Jose card now.
I love that. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Something Geary would like a card from us lovely ladies. I'll do one for you, Susan. We're going to take it in turns. Here we go. Let's just do it. Sorry, I like to cut the deck for this bit.
She's more of a banker than I am.
Oh, Stephen, we've got the devil here.
Devil.
The devil, again, is a major arcana card. So this is a big life lesson or sort of concept rather than an everyday mundane thing. So here we go. You can see the devil is sat on his throne. There's a man and a woman who are chained to him. So this is the card of unhealthy attachment. These people are chained up. They are bound. This is something that's kind of holding you back and is restrictive. This can often be to do with a compulsive behavior, maybe an addiction, something that you want to change but feel powerless to change. It's the card of toxicity. This could be about a person that's bad for you. It could be about a behavior that's bad for you. And the advice that this card gives is that even though you feel like you are completely shackled to that thing, if you look at the chains on these people's neck, they're big enough to just slip off. They're not actually like a tight collar. They're loose hanging chains. So you can actually just shed this unhealthy thing, whatever it may be, through choice. But you have to see that you can make that choice and that you have it within you. Anything you ladies want to add? Sorry, Stephen, that wasn't a very happy reading for you this week.
It can also mean really dirty, filthy sex.
It can.
Just as another thing. Yeah. So it could be that this week you're going to have some real great, disgusting sex.
Yeah.
Devil
sex. Is it irresponsible for me to suggest that Stephen quits his job based on this card? Fuck it. Just quit.
Okay. Great. Yeah. See, I don't think job you do
like that.
Not working out.
Yeah. Or have some great sex. Maybe.
One or the other. Or quit your job, go have great sex.
Yes.
Social thing be damned. Right. Yes. Who have we got next? Katie Ann.
Hello, Katie Ann. Right.
Give us
I got a good feeling about Katie Ann. She's going to have a great card. Here we go. Come on.
You were right, Sarah Bonetto. She's got the strength card. So this is a really lovely card. So obviously, again, oh my goodness, we've only pulled major arcana so far.
Yeah,
so again, this is life lessons, message from the universe. So this is obviously what you see is what you get. It's about strength. But what you can also see is the person in this picture is sort of taming the lion, and this is basically about having control over your own sort of emotions and sort of the way that you behave and you come across. So it could be maybe if you've got a little bit of a fiery temper sometimes, this is basically the guidance of saying that you should take on board that maybe that's not the right way to behave in a certain situation, and you should focus on your own strength and maybe just think of different ways that you can communicate and tame the animal so that you can get the outcome that you want. Because sometimes, for myself, is sometimes I can speak before I really think, and that's not always the right way forward. So it's that kind of sort of guidance for the week of if you feel like you might be in a situation where you might lose your temper, then this is the time to actually embrace that and try and find different ways of communicating. Or it could also be that you are the person that is the strength for somebody else, and you're actually going to be giving guidance to someone else about them losing their temper or something in a certain situation, and you're going to give them the strength and compassion that they need to address that.
Yeah,
So
it's strength through kindness and compassion, basically. It's not like sort of bolding on in there. It's knowing that you've got that within you, and basically showing strength and helping others in a gentle and loving and nurturing way.
Nurturing way. Good one.
She's opening the lion's mouth, and the lion's trusting her because she's being so controlled and kind with it. She's not being cruel in any way. It's a very nice, loving card. I like this card. Sarah Bonetto, anything you want to add?
Yeah, Katie Ann, you need to do some kind of self-care this week. I'm thinking you're going to buy an amazing new body moisturizer. You're going to have a bubble bath. Invest in a bath bridge. That's what I bought. It's like a piece of wood that goes over your bath, and you just have like glasses of wine and breakfast and a book and an iPad and whatever you damn candles.
Amazing.
I think this is gentle with yourself and others.
Very nice.
Katie Ann, I'm glad you got a good card this week. Jim, who's up next?
Can Sarah B?
How do I do it? I'm just going to send energy to Sarah I,
Okay.
and then you're going to select it for me because I don't have cards on me, Kev, but we're doing it.
Sorry,
Let me pull one.
Interpreting cards.
So I tell you what, Sarah, you say when.
When? There you go, Kev.
King of Cups. So, Kev, King of Cups. So this is a court card. I don't know if you were watching earlier when Carly was explaining about court cards. So this could either represent you, or it could represent sort of aspects of personality that is like guidance and advice of things that you should do. Now, the King of Cups is like an older, mature man, but as we know, when it comes to cups, it's about sort of like emotions and feelings and love. So what I quite like and have always liked about this card is you can see that he is sitting on this chair, on this throne, and he's actually sitting on, like, there's all these waves and undercurrents, and it's just turbulent sea. But on top of it, he's completely calm and he's got it completely together. So this is about sort of being in control emotionally. So either this is something that's guidance to you of maybe what's going on at the moment is you need to have further gaining control over your emotions, or that this actually is something that you are. And again, like with the strength card, is that you can share that with others and you can be the emotional strength and support to other people because you've had life experience and maturity in order to do that. So it's a very nice, stable card. It's kind of like the card that you want for a partner.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, someone who's emotionally stable.
Oh, I love it. In a pandemic, can you imagine?
They're not as sexy. Emotionally stable people. I'd say this as someone who is not one of those. They're just not as sexy. Sorry. But it's what you need. It's what you need. It's what you want.
Especially in a pando. You know, it's a weighted blanket of cards. Just lie on top of me. No sexiness. Just be warm and comforting. That's what I think. Do you know what I think this is telling Kev to do? Kev, it wants you to go out and become a vaccinator for the NHS and heal people en masse. Just comfort. Yeah.
Be daddy vaccination.
Yeah, I like that. The daddy of vaccination.
Yeah.
There we go.
Daddy
said it.
Daddy vaccinate.
So selfish staying at home. Do we have any more for any more?
Oh, yes, I have a card from Carly. Headdress and matching eyes feel like a good omen. I'm wondering what the week ahead will be. I keep pulling the Fool, but nothing major seems to be on the horizon. Wow.
Okay. So we're for a clarification card, I'm guessing, because the universe is telling you when you pull the Fool, the universe is telling you that this is the start of something new and exciting. Do not look before you leap. When whatever it is presents itself to you, the energy of the Fool is obviously telling you to go into it wholeheartedly without caution. So we're going to put like a clarification and try and have a look and see what we can.
Yeah. What is it that you should be doing? Let's see.
Yeah, or looking for, or maybe you're needing that new start, but you're blocked somehow. Let's see what comes up. We'll have a
exciting. Also, hello to Katie, who I believe just followed me on Insta from earlier.
Ah, how exciting. Okay, we've got the Five of Swords. Okay, so I feel maybe, Emma, the thing that's holding you back is maybe there's a little bit of mental conflict going on here. Maybe you're in a situation where there's disagreements with others or disagreements within yourself, within your own mind. Maybe this card, as you can see in the card, he's there. He's won a battle, this character. But not only has he won a battle, he's stolen the swords of his competitors. So this is a card about someone who is like a sore winner, maybe, or someone it could also be the card that mentally you're feeling like the people who have had their swords taken. You could be feeling a bit mentally defeated. Maybe I'm thinking when you pull this with the Fool, I feel like there's some stuff that you need to resolve before you are going to get this opportunity that the Fool is going to present for you. I think it's maybe something that needs to be resolved mentally within yourself. I think this is maybe a more of an inner conflict thing than like a conflict with someone else. And it may be that sort of defeat mentality. You feel like maybe you're not worthy of this new opportunity that's going to present itself to you, but you're worthy. You're all good. Anyone else want to add for Emma?
Yeah, buy a cake. You deserve it. I feel like this is the week for a cake. A cupcake, a pastry, your choice. You deserve it, babe.
Maybe a cronut. Do you remember those cronuts?
Oh my God, they're so good. Cinnamon cronuts.
Never tried one. Never had a cronut.
Emma, it's telling you the country is going to cronut. So let us know.
If you buy a cronut, can you tweet the girls and me if you like to say I bought the cronut because you deserve it.
That'd be great. So we know what your pastry of choice was this week.
I agree. Emma, tune in next week. I want to hear what the follow-up with this is.
Yeah.
You've got some maybe some stuff to work out before the Fool is gonna just go for it. Whatever it's saying, you're holding yourself back. Go for it, girl. You're fine. Sorry, we've got another question. I'm feeling very invested. Emma.
One more card.
One more.
This Yorkshire lass would like a card, please. Right. Do you want me to?
Sarah.
Another Sarah. Woohoo!
There are 3 Sarahs on screen right now.
Whoa, I feel left out.
Okay, so and this actually is quite funny. The fact that Sarah just said there's 3 Sarahs on the screen right now, and this is 3 women celebrating the fact that they're friends. I think this is like just embrace that you're a Sarah and we're clearly awesome. And there's the 3 of us on this call right now. And this is about sort of like celebration, collaboration with your friends. So if you're looking for something, that's going to help you this week, is basically bring that energy and that love with your friends. Maybe put up a Zoom party or go and have like a distance walk with someone and just celebrate the fact that you're friends and collaborate with them and really enjoy and embrace that and just be like, long live the Sarahs.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, that's great. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. They're going to make you feel really good. You're not going to regret it this week.
Yeah, great advice. Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. I love that card. It's one of my favourite cards. Oh, fabulous. So all the cards have been drawn, but we have some unfinished business. Who's going in the freezer? The votes have been cast. Jim, who's going in?
Yeah, good. Bye-bye.
They are real pieces of shit. I wonder if shit freezes. Let's find out.
Congratulations. I'm happy.
Thank you. Sarah Bonetto, thank you so much for coming on our show. You've been a wonderful guest. Tell our lovely viewers where they can find you and what you're up to.
Well, I'm on Twitter at Sarah Bonetto, _N_T. You know what, you're working out, you smart people. Say hello. I'll tweet some photos from the show tonight. I'm a stand-up comedian, storyteller, so I'm always doing something, a lot of online gigs, and we're just waiting for the world to resume. But yeah, there's always something going on. There's always something I'll be putting out there.
Fabulous. I don't hide anything. My biggest mistake in my life, according to my beloved mother.
Oh, so you're basically just like me and you just say exactly what you think in a very blunt,
open book.
Yeah, open book. I can't be a vaxxer for the NHS as I live in Stockholm. Oh, of course.
Oh my God, Kev, you live in Stockholm. What a great life. Love to go to Sweden.
I love there's a lot of curveballs coming in.
Oh my God, no way.
Oh, with a cronut there. Jesus. Amazing.
Tweet us a picture.
We want to see the cronut. I love these curveballs that come in right at the end. Finish is not. People have got to have their say. Sarah Isles, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Promote?
Follow me on Insta. Love the attention. Love the chats. Love you supporting the show. So yeah, just keep on supporting and loving the show and supporting our stuff. I'm really grateful for it. You're all really lovely. So thank you.
Yeah, stay in touch, I think is the key message, isn't it? Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going, baby.
And I'm going to be shamelessly plugging and promoting not only this show, which is on every single Sunday at 7 o'clock. We'll be back here next week, but I'm also doing a very fun podcast with my lovely friend Elisa Kiria. It's called The Truth Club, and you can find me basically plugging it on all my social media constantly. Please download it. I really want people to listen to it. So yeah, I'm scrolling down the bottom. You can find me. Most of you follow me, I think. Open that passport there, Jose.
Oh, hey, Ben. Oh, my God. Hello. This is a long-lost friend of mine from Canada, I want to say. We went to Iceland together. What?
Wow.
Oh, that's a bit of a story. But anyway, hi.
Wow,
Isn't that lovely? I mean, you mentioned these things on your socials, and you really hope your friends and followers and stuff will be able to tune in, and then they just please you. Thank you. That's so nice.
I love when that happens.
Yeah.
Kev, we haven't got plans to do
Good
that.
idea.
But we could have a think about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to sort of make some YouTube videos and put them up for you. So yeah, we'll have a chat about it. This is love. This has become a bit of a love-in. Thank you so much, Sarah and Sarah. You've made my Sunday night feel absolutely wonderful, and you've got wonderful faces and you're beautiful people. So thank you very much. And for all our viewers, also we love you. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see you in a week. Lots of hearts.
Bye, Carly. Bye, Sarah.
I love you.
Thanks for watching Tarot Nice to Meet You, which is produced by Comedy Hotspot. See you next Sunday at 7 p.m.